Hello everyone, so lesson 4, oblique triangles and laws of sines and cosines. So before we proceed with our formal discussion, let us have our learning targets. So number 1, at the end of this video, I know that you can illustrate laws of sines and cosines. So ano ba yung mga ginagamit kapag ang gagamitin natin is the laws of sines or laws of cosines. And lastly, you can solve problems involving oblique triangles. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung process na ginawa natin doon sa pag-solve ng right triangle. So, merong ibang way sa pag-solve ng oblique triangles. Ito na nga yung paggamit ng laws of sines and cosines. So, ano nga bang oblique triangles? Oblique triangles are triangles that are not right. So, hindi siya right triangle or walang right angle doon sa given triangle. An oblique triangle may be so may dalawang category, an acute triangle, a triangle with all sides that are acute. Ano ba pag sinabi natin acute? So, yung kanyang measurement ay less than 90 degrees. And then, obtuse triangle. Yung mga obtuse triangle naman are triangles with an obtuse angle wherein ang measurement naman niya ay greater than 90 degrees. So, kaya ang oblique triangles are triangles na walang right angle na given or makikita tayo doon sa angles niya. So, we have the 5 possible cases of known measures of oblique triangles. So, pwede nating magamit yung laws of sine and cosine once na na-observe natin itong mga possible cases na to. So, number 1, given the two angles and the side opposite one of them. So, kapag nakita natin ang given ay may dalawang angles and also may given din na opposite side ng dalawang angle na yun, so pwede nating isolve yung oblique triangles. Next is, given two angles and an included angles or included side. So, given the two angles and then the included side. So, kung kanina, yung opposite side, ito naman, given yung two angles at yung parehas nilang side. Okay? Given two sides, so dito naman ay dalawang side, and the angle opposite. So, dun sa side, kapag may given na dalawang side, tingnan natin kung may given din ba ang opposite angle. And then, given two sides, and then the included angle. Then, given the three sides. So, yun yung mga possible cases na pwede nating magamit or masolve yung oblique triangles. So there are two properties of a triangle that can be used in solving oblique triangles. So meron tayong dalawang option na pwede natin gamitin para masolve yung given oblique triangle. So una na dyan ay law of sines and then the law of cosines. So, pwedeng gamitin maalinman dyan sa dalawang iyan. So, meron tayong mga formula sa laws of sines or law of sines and then law of cosines. So, kapag law of sines yung gagamitin natin, ito yung ating gagamiting formula. Sine of angle A over A is equal to sine of angle B over B is equal to sine of angle C over C. So, hindi naman dapat itong tatlong to magkakasabay. So, kung natatandaan natin ang proportion, so dalawang ratio lang. So, ito yung first ratio, second ratio. So, kung alin yung merong pwede natin gamitin to solve the missing or the unknown parts of the triangle. So, hindi kailangan itong tatlo sabay-sabay na gamitin. Kaya naman, pwedeng nasa taas yung side. Katulad nakikita ninyo, A, Side A over sine of angle A, side B over sine of angle B, side C over sine of angle C. So, pwede natin gamitin maalinman dito sa dalawang form ng formula natin kapag ang gagamitin natin ay law of sines. So, later on, meron tayong mga examples. Next is law of cosines. So, ito naman yung formula na gagamitin. Okay? So, tandaan natin. So, kapag ang sinosolve natin, okay, remember, you can use this formula to solve the missing sides of an oblique triangle. So, kapag ang nawawala ay sides, for example, nawawala si side A, pwede natin gamitin ito. So, A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C times the cosine of A. Pag B naman yung nawawala, ito naman yung ating gagamitin. So, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2 times A times C times cosine of B. Kapag C naman yung nawawala, side C, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times cosine of angle C. So, ito ay using the law of cosines kapag ang nawawala ay ang isang side. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin ang Pythagorean theorem kasi ang Pythagorean theorem ay ginagamit lang sa right triangle. So, itong sinosolve natin ay oblique triangle. So, ito yung way natin on how to solve the missing side of an oblique triangle. So, paano naman kapag angle yung nawawala? So, meron tayong different formula para sa angle. So, katulad nakikita ninyo sa inyong screen. So, remember, you can use this formula to solve for the missing angles. Ito ay para mas madali. Kasi, ito, pwede nyo din gamitin to solve for the sides. Pero, komplikadong maglilipat-lipat pa kayo. So, kapag sides ang hahanapin ninyo, so, pwede nyo gamitin yung nauna nating na-discuss na formula. So, para makuha natin ang cosine or angle A is equal to, cosine of angle A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2 times B times C. Pag cosine B naman, is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2 times A times C. Then, kapag cosine of C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2 times A times B. So, madali lang yan tandaan. So, halimbawa, pinakabisado nyo. Kapag cosine of A ang hinahanap natin, ang una nyo isusulat yung B at C. Then, laging minus kung ano yung letter na hinahanap natin, A. So, minus A squared all over. Laging 2 yun. Then, kopyahin mo lang yung dalawang letter na nauna, B times C. Okay, walang exponent dun sa denominator. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ganun yung ginawa dun sa ibang formula. So, A squared plus C squared. Okay, so yung nasa baba niya, A at C. Cosine of B, angle B, ang nasa dulo niya, minus B squared. So, cosine of C, nasa baba niya, A and B, ang nasa dulo, C squared. Okay, so yun yung gagamitin natin when we are solving the missing angle of an oblique triangle. Okay, in solving oblique triangles, we will use the two laws, the laws of sines and the laws of cosine. So, ito yung formula ng laws of sines. So, sine A or sine of angle A over side A is equal to sine of angle B over side B is equal to sine of angle C over side C. So, dapat kung ano yung angle na ginagamit natin or nasa numerator, yun yung side na nasa denominator. Okay, kung ano yung kanyang opposite side. Then,
Sa laws of cosines, kapag hinahanap natin ang sides, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc or 2 times b times c times the cosine of a. Pag side b naman yung nawawala, b squared is equal to a squared plus c squared minus 2 times side a times c times the cosine of angle b. And lastly, para makuha naman natin yung side c, so c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2 times side a times side b times the cosine of angle C. So, yan yung sa law of cosines kapag ang nawawala ay kahit alin doon sa tatlong sides. And then, kapag nawawala naman yung ating angle, so kapag isang angle lang yung nawawala, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, cosine of angle A, so kapag angle A ang nawawala, cosine of angle A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared all over 2 times b times c. So kapag cosine b or angle B ang nawawala, the formula is cosine of angle B is equal to a squared plus c squared minus b squared all over 2 times a times c. Then, lastly, kapag angle C ang nawawala or unknown, cosine of angle C is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared all over 2a times b. So, yung denominator natin, mapapansin nyo lahat sila ay 2, hindi napapalitan yung constant na 2. So, for our first example number 1, we will be solving a word problem involving oblique triangle. So this is the word problem. A developer is planning to enclose a playground with a perimeter fence. The playground is standing on a triangular lot with two sides whose measures are 75 meter and 78 meter, respectively. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa lang yung given na side. So, automatic, hahanapin natin ano ba ang measurement nung natitirang isang side. If the angle opposite the 78 meter side is 49 degrees, how long is the third side? So, third side ang hahanapin natin. And how much fencing materials is needed by the developer? What are the measures of the other angles? So, hahanapin natin kung ano ba yung measurement ng buong triangles. At the same time, ano pa yung measurement nung natitirang dalawang angles. Kasi ang given lang nating angle ay isa, which is 49 degrees. So, in this situation, ang gagamitin natin are the laws of sines and cosines. So, pwede nating pagsabayin, depende sa kung ano yung hinahanap nating sides and angle. So, ang una nating gagawin is to draw yung illustration noong triangular lot. Okay? So, kahit hindi ganun ka-perfect yung drawing natin. So, for example, ito yung triangular lot natin. So, nasa oblique tayo. So, ibig sabihin wala siyang right angle. So, we have 75. Okay, ito yung 75 and then 78. So, 75 and 78. So, mas malaki yung 78. So, ibig sabihin mas mahaba yung kanyang measurement. Okay. And then yung 75 mas maliit. So, ito yung measurement niya. So, ang nawawala nating side ay ito. So, ano ba yung measurement nun? And then, yung angle sa natin ilalagay. So, if the angle opposite the 78 meter. So, ito yung 78 meter. Ang opposite niya ay ito. So, nandito si 49 degrees. Okay? So, based dun sa given natin, madami tayong angle na nawawala. and then meron tayong isang side na unknown. So, ang una natin gagawin among the law of sines and cosines is the law of sine. So, mamili tayo doon sa sine of A over A, sine of B over B, and sine of C over C kung ano yung pwede nating magka-partner na gamitin. So, katulad ng mga previous examples natin and lesson, ang pwede lang nating pag-partnerin ay yung isa kompleto, merong numerator and denominator, at yung isa ay isa lang yung nawawalang side or angle. So, it's either angle or side yung nawawala nung isang kapartner. So, dito sa ating illustration, ang kompleto natin ay si side B at angle B. So, ang gagamitin natin is sine of B over B. And then, ang meron tayong value na isa is si side A. So, yun yung gagamitin natin. So, sine of angle A over side A is equal to sine of angle B over side B. Then, isa-substitute natin kung ano yung value ng mga sides and angle na meron tayo. So, sine of angle A, so unknown. So, susulat natin is sine of A over, anong value ni A? Or ni side A? 75. Equals sine of angle B. Sine of angle B is 49. Over, measurement ni side B is 78. Okay, so para mas madali nating ma-solve itong ating given na ito, so we will determine what is the value of sine of 49. So using your scientific calculator, just press sine, then 49 degrees equals, so ang kuhanin lang natin is the first 4 decimal places. So mag-round tayo kapag kailangan. So bring down natin yung sine of A over 75 is equal to, the sine of 49 degrees is 0.7547. 0.7547 over 78. So next thing is, dito sa kumpleto natin, pwedeng nating i-divide yung 0.7547 over 78. I-divide natin para mas maliit na lang yung value natin dito sa right side. So ganito yung gagawin natin. So copy natin si sine of angle A over 75 equals, we will divide 0.7547 by 78. So the answer is 0.0097. So yung nasa calculator natin is 00967. So mag-round lang tayo ng isa. So yung 6 magiging 7 over 1. So bakit 1? Kasi dinivide natin by 78. So yun. Then, next process natin is cross multiply. So dito, mas madali na natin. 1 na lang itong i-multiply natin sa sine A. Kumpara dito, na 78 yung i-multiply natin sa sine A. So malilito pa tayo. So i-divide muna. Then kapag na-divide, saka mag-cross multiply. So next is, eto, kokopyahin na lang natin kasi 1 lang naman yon. So sine of A is equal to 75 times 0.0097. So wala na tayong denominator. So i-multiply lang natin 75 times 0.0097 equals, so the answer is sine of A, kopyahin lang natin yung nasa left side, 7.7275. Then, dahil angle A yung hinahanap natin, divide natin kung ano yung katabi ng angle A. So, ang katabi ng angle A is sine. So, divide natin by sine. So, para ma-cancel natin yung sine, then matitira na lang is angle A. So, kapag pinrest natin sa calculator, 0.7275 divided by sine, so syntax error or math error yung lalabas. So, yung ginagawa natin is shift, then followed by kung ano yung denominator natin, which is sine. So, dapat merong -1 na exponent yung sine para tama yung magiging answer ninyo. Then, saka nyo ipipress ang 0.7275. Then, equal sign. So, the answer is 46.68. Or, in degree, so, i-press natin yung degree symbol, shift, then degree. So, the answer is 46 degrees. So, ang measurement ni angle A is 46 degrees. Okay, ito yung given natin kanina. So, sinulat ko na lang. So, angle A, so yun yung nakuha natin kanina, which is 46 degrees. And angle B is yung given natin, which is 49 degrees. Angle C is still unknown. Side A is 75. Side B is 78. Side C is still unknown. So, makikita natin, isang angle na lang yung nawawala. So, kapag isang angle na lang plus yung nawawala natin, ang gagawin niyo is simply add the 3 angles. So, just like this. So, yung solution natin. So, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So, always remember when we add all the 3 angles of a triangle, so kahit ano pang itsura ng triangle or kinds or types, ang total measurement nila is 180. So, angle A, angle B, and angle C is equal to 180. So, yung letter ng angle, it depends on the given letter. Okay, ito, ginawa natin, tayo nag-name, so kaya A, B, C yung ginamit natin. Pero kung may given na letter, yun yung gagamitin ninyo to add the angles. So, ano ba yung angle A natin? 46. Plus, angle B is 49 degrees. Plus, angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So, 46 plus 49 is 95 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So, yung 95 degrees, dahil angle C yung hinahanap natin, ililipat natin sa katabi ng kaparehas niyan na number. So, matitira na lang dito is angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 95 degrees. So, the value of angle C is 85 degrees. So, kompleto na yung ating angle. So, angle C is 85 degrees. Okay, so kapag isa na lang yung nawawala nating side or angle, so pwede ang gamitin natin ay yung law of cosine. So, ipapakita ko sa inyo paano ba ginagamit yung law of cosines. So, pwede rin naman na law of sines din yung gamitin ninyo all throughout your solution. So, in this case, ipapakita ko lang kung paano ginagamit yung law of cosines. So, ito yung solution natin. So, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2. So, laging 2 yun, hindi napapalitan, times a times b times the cosine of angle C. Okay? So, ito hindi natin pwedeng gamitin kung wala yung angle C. So, kung kapag inuna natin yung side C, na hanapin, pero wala pa ring value yung angle C, hindi natin to pwedeng gamitin. Okay? So, side C, or C squared is equal to, ano ba ang value ng A natin? So, ang value ng A natin is 75. Square plus ang ating B is 78 square minus 2 times 75 times 78 times the cosine of angle C, which is 85 degrees. Then, isi-simplify lang natin. So, C squared is equal to 75 squared is 5,000 625 plus 78 squared is 6,084 minus 2 times, multiply lang natin, 75 times 78 equals. So, 5,850. Then, what is the value of cosine of 85 degrees? So, press nyo lang yung cosine, then 85 degrees. Then, kukuhanin natin is the first 4 decimal places. So, 0.0872. So, yun yung imumultiply natin. Then, i-add natin yung nasa unahan, then imumultiply natin yung mga nasa hulihan bago tayo mag-subtract. So, C squared is equal to, add 5,625 plus 6,084 is 11,709 minus, multiply natin, 2 times 5,850 times 0.0872. Then equals, the value is 1,020.24. The next step is to subtract. So, subtract lang natin. Subtract 11,709 by 1,020.24. The answer is 10,688.76. So, hindi pa ito yung final answer natin kasi yung C natin meron pang kanyang exponent. So, para maalis natin yung exponent, maglalagay tayo ng radical sign on both sides of the equation, which is applying the square root property. Yung pinag-aralan natin. So, cancel natin. So, matitira na lang ay C equals the square root of 10,688.76 is equal to 103.39. So, ang value ng C natin is 103.39, or kapag whole number lang yung kailangan, it is simply 103. Okay, try natin gamitin yung law of sine. Okay, so ito ay example ko lang kung maging parehas yung value niya. So, dapat yung makukuha natin 103 din sa value ng side C. So, ang gagamitin natin yung kompleto pa din kanina, which is sine of B over side B is equal to, so C yung hinahanap natin, ang kapartner niya is angle C. So, sine of angle C over side C. Then, substitute lang natin. So, ano ba ang sine B natin? Ang angle B natin is 49. So, sine of 49 degrees over the value of side B is 78 equals, so sine of angle C, which is 85 over side C, unknown. Then, kukuhanin natin yung kaniyang value. So, what is sine of 49? So, 0.7547 over 78 equals, so sine of 85 degrees is 9 or 0.9962. So, bakit naging 2 yun? Kasi ang katabi nung 1 is 9. So, kaya ni-round off natin over C. So, dito, pwede na tayong magdiretso sa cross multiplication. So pag nag-cross multiplication tayo, so we have 0.7547C, yun yung magka-partner, equals 78 times 0.9962. So wala nang denominator kasi nag-cross multiplication na tayo. Next is to multiply. 0.7547C is equal to 77.70. Then, divide both sides kung ano yung katabi ng ating kinukuhang value. So, divide both sides by 0.7547. 0.7547. Then, cancel natin. Matitira na lang dyan ay C equals. So, divide natin 77.70 divided by 0.7547 equals 102.95 or 103. So, parehas lang yung naging answer natin, whether yung ginamit natin is the law of sines or the law of cosines.
Okay, next example is number 1A is equal to 4, angle A is equal to 32 degrees, and angle B is equal to 93 degrees. So yung gagamitin natin to solve for the oblique triangle are the laws of sines and cosines. So yung law of cosines, kapag iisa na lang yung angle or iisa na lang yung side na nawawala or ginagamit natin siya sa bandang last part ng solution. So ang gagawin natin, para mas madali nating ma-identify kung ano yung magkaka-partner na sides at saka angle, ganito yung gagawin natin sa given. So, ang given natin, side sa angle muna, angle A is 32 degrees, angle B is 93 degrees, angle C, yan yung unknown natin or nawawalang value natin. Next is sa side. Sa side A is 4. Sa side B, so wala tayong side B, and side C, wala din tayong value. So kita na natin dito kung ano yung kompleto, merong angle at merong side, which is angle A and side A. So yung una nating isosolve is angle B kasi siya yung merong isang value, yung isa niya ay wala. So hindi natin pwedeng unahin si angle C at si side C kasi parehas silang walang value. So ang gagamitin natin is sine. Okay, so sine of angle A over side A is equal to sine of angle B over B. Then, isa-substitute natin kung ano yung given natin. So, sine of 32 degrees. So, kasi yun yung value ng angle A natin over the value of side A is 4 equals sine of angle B is 93 degrees. Then, over side B. Yun yung hinahanap natin. So, para makuha natin ng mas mabilis yung ating value ng ating side B, kukuhanin natin yung exact value ng ating trigonometric function. So, yung una natin is sine of 32 degrees. So, press lang natin sa calculator nyo, sine, then 32, then equals sine. So, the answer is 0.5299 over 4. So, laging 4 decimal places lang or yung unang apat na numbers lang yung kukuhanin natin para hindi natin isusulat lahat. Then, sine of 93 degrees. So, press sine, then 93, then equals. So, the value is 0.993.
over B. Then, dito class, meron kayong option, i-divide yung nasa left side o kaya naman diretso multiplication na kayo. So, dito sa case natin, para mas lumiit pa yung value natin or mas madali, divide muna natin yung 0.5299 divided by 4. So, the answer is 0.1325 kasi yung katabi ng 4 ay 7 over, so magiging 1 na lang yung 4 kasi dinivide natin yung numerator and denominator by 4 equals 0.9986 over P. Then saka tayo magko-cross multiply. Next natin is to cross multiply. So we have yung atin kaninang value 0.1325 times B. So yung ilalagay natin dito 0.1325 times B equals, then yung pagka-partner natin kanina 1 times, ito yon, 1 times 0.9986 is 1 times 0.9986. So yan, wala tayong denominator. Then isi-simplify na lang natin 0.1325B equals 1 times 0.9986 is 0.9986. Then ang kinukuha natin ay yung value ng B. So divide natin both sides by the number beside the variable B. So 0.1325. Okay, so cancel. Equals to 1 lang yun. Then matitira na lang ay B. Then i-divide natin yung 0.9986 divided by 0.1325 equals, so the answer is 7.54. So ang value ng B natin is 7.54. So pag final answer natin, 2 decimal places na lang yung kinukuha natin. So kaya siya naging 4 kasi yung katabi ng 3 ay 6. Okay, so nasolve na natin yung value ng side B, which is 7.54. So next is value naman ng angle C natin. So napapansin natin na dalawa na yung given angle natin, isa na lang yung nawawalang angle, which is angle C. So ang gagawin natin kapag isang angle na lang yung nawawala is i-add natin yung tatlo, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Tulad ng sabi ko dun sa una kong example, kapag inad natin yung tatlong angle ng isang triangle, so kahit anumang type ng triangle yan, it is always equal to 180 degrees. So value ng A natin is 32 degrees plus value ng B is 93 degrees plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So i-add natin yung 32 at 93. So 32 plus 93 is 125 degrees plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So dahil angle C lang yung hinahanap natin, meron siyang katabing 125 degrees, ililipat natin yung 125 sa tabi ng 180. So matitira na lang sa left side, angle C, 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. So subtract lang natin. So the value of angle C will be 180 minus 125 is 55 degrees. So the value of angle C is 55 degrees. Ay, nasolve na natin ang value ng angle C, which is 55 degrees. So as you can see, kompleto na yung values ng lahat ng angles natin. Then sa sides, isa na lang yung nawawala, which is the value of the side C. So dito, pwede na natin gamitin yung ating formula using the law of cosines. So always remember, ginagamit lang natin ang law of cosines kapag nakuha na natin lahat ng angle, then may isang side na nawawala, or given na lahat ng side, isang angle lang yung nawawala. So in this case, pwede natin gamitin. So pipili lang tayo dun sa tatlong formula para sa sides kung ano yung gagamitin natin. So dahil C yung nawawala natin, ang gagamitin nating formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of angle C. Then substitute lang natin. Wala tayong value ng side C. Bring down. A natin is 4 squared plus ang B natin is 7.54 then square minus 2 times 4 then ang B natin is 7.54 times the cosine of angle C, which is 55 degrees. Then simplify. So side C is equal to, or C squared is equal to 4 squared is 16 plus 7.54 squared is 56.85 minus, so i-multiply lang muna natin yung dalawang nasa loob. So bring down natin yung 2 times 4 times 7.54 is 30.16. Then cosine of 55 degrees is, press sa calculator cosine, then 55 degrees, the value will be 0.573576. So apat lang na places yung kukuhanin natin. So the answer will be 0.5736. So ang katabi ng 5 is dito sa dulo, itong 6 ay 5, katabi niya ay 7, so ni-round off natin, naging 6 yung 5. Then, simplify. C squared is equal to, kaya i-add natin, 16 plus 56.85 is 72.85. Then, multiply muna natin itong dalawa. So, bring down muna natin yung 2. 30.16 times 0.5736 is 17.30. Then, bring down natin C squared. Bring down 72.85 minus 2 times 17.30 is 34.60 or 34.6. Then, subtract C squared is equal to 72.85 minus 34.60 is 38.25. Then dahil C lang yung hinahanap natin, meron siyang exponent, apply the square root property. So radical sign on both sides. So cancel. So the value of side C is the square root of 38.25. So press sa calculator, square root or radical sign. Then 38.25, the value of C is 6.18. So ang value ng ating side C is 6.18. So kompleto na yung value natin ng ating oblique triangle. Okay, example letter B. So, B is equal to 15, or side B is equal to 15, side A is 20, and angle A is 80 degrees. So, again, para mas madali nating ma-identify kung ano yung mga kailangan nating isolve. So, ganito natin isusulat yung given natin. Una muna is angle A. Ang value ng angle A natin is 80 degrees. Angle B, so walang value. Kailangan nating isolve. Angle C, wala ding value. Kailangan nating isolve. Next is a side. Side A is 20. Side B, 15. And side C, kailangan din nating isolve. So, dito makikita natin kung ano yung kumpleto. Merong value ang angle at merong value ang side, which is A. So, yung meron lang isa ang value is B. So, yun yung ating unang isosolve. So, solution natin. So, ang gagamitin natin is sine of A over A, kasi yun yung kompleto, equals sine of B over B. Kasi yun yung may isa lang ang value. So, next, substitute natin. Sine of A is 80 degrees over the value of A is 20 equals sine of B or angle B over 15. Kuhanin natin yung value ng sine of 80 degrees. So, the value of sine of 80 degrees is, press sa calculator, sine, then 80. Then you will get 0.9848. So, kapag kailangan i-round, so normally 4 decimal places over 20 equals sine of angle B, kasi yung hinahanap natin, over 15. So, kapag mayroong kompleto dito sa left or right side, i-divide nyo muna para mas maliit na lang yung value na kailangan ninyo multiply. So, 0.9848 over 20 is 0. I-divide natin yung dalawa, 0.0492. So, over 1. So, bakit ang denominator ay 1? Kasi dinivide natin yung dalawa. 1 na lang yung denominator niya. Equals sine of angle B over 15. So, dito, mas madali na tayong mag-multiply. So, cross-multiply. So, makikita natin yung ating 1, ang kapartner ay sine B. So, kopyahin na lang natin yung sine B. Kasi 1 yung kapartner niya. Okay? So, it will be, so sine B. 1 times sine B. And then, ang magka-partner 0.492 times 15. So, i-write lang natin equals 0.0492 times 15. Then, i-multiply natin yung nasa right side. So, bring down natin yung sine of angle B equals 0.0492 times 15 is 0.74. So, dahil angle B yung hinahanap natin, may katabi siyang sine. Divide both sides by sine. So, kung ano yung katabi ng hinahanap natin, number man yan or trigonometric function katulad nito, yun yung ipang-divide natin. So, cancel na yung sine dito sa left side. So, angle B na lang yung matitira. So, 0.74 divided by sine. So, kapag pinrest natin yan sa calculator, syntax error. So, ang gagawin natin, ipipress nyo muna yung shift. Okay? Press shift. Then, yung sine. Kasi yung nasa denominator. Then, press 0.74. So, dapat yung exponent ng sine ay negative 1 kapag na-press nyo na yung shift. Then, followed by 0.74. The answer will be B is equal to 47.73. So, degree yung kailangan natin. So, press degree or dun sa ibang calculator, ang pinapress muna nila ay shift tapos degree. So, the measurement of angle B is 47 degrees. So, ang value ng angle B natin is 47 degrees. Then, isang angle na lang yung nawawala natin. So, ang gagawin natin is to add the three angles equals to 180 degrees. So, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So, anong value ng A? 80 degrees. Plus, ang B natin is 47 degrees. Plus, angle C equals 180 degrees. So, add natin yung dalawa. So, the answer is 80 plus 47 is 127 degrees plus, bring down angle C, equals 180 degrees. So, ililipat natin yung 127 sa kabilang side ng equation para angle C na lang yung matitira dito sa left side. So, angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 127 degrees. So, the value of angle C is 53 degrees. So, ito ang value ng ating angle C. So, ang value ng angle C natin is 53 degrees. So, isang side na lang yung nawawala. So, pwede natin gamitin is the laws of, or the law of cosine, which is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of angle C. Then substitute the values. So we have C squared is equal to, value ng A is 20 squared plus B is 15, then exponent na 2 minus 2 times 20 times 15 times the cosine of angle C. Ang value ng angle C natin is 53 degrees. Then simplify. C squared is, 20 square is equal to 400 plus 15 squared is 225 minus, so, multiply muna natin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, bring down yung 2. 20 times 15 is 300. Times cosine of 53. Kuhanin natin yung value niya for decimal places. The answer will be, so cosine, then 53, 0.6018. Then, i-add, saka tayo magsusubtract. So, C squared is equal to 400 plus 225 is 625 minus, multiply na natin yung tatlong nandito sa right side. So, 2 times 300 times 0.6018. The answer is 361.08. Then, C squared is equal to 625 minus 361.08 is 263.92. Then, apply the square root property. Lagyan natin ng radical sign on both sides. So, cancel out. Matitira na lang sa left side ay side C. So, the square root of 263.92 is 16.25. So, ang value ng ating side C is 16.25. Okay, last example. Example letter C. So, we have A is equal to 440. Or side A is equal to 440, angle A is 48 degrees, angle B is 75 degrees. So again, para mas mapadali yung paghahanap natin, or pagsosolve, so given natin, angle A muna, 48 degrees. angle B is 75 degrees. And angle C is unknown or yun yung ating isosolve or nawawalang angle. Next is side. Side A is 440. Then ang ating side B, unknown. Side C, unknown din. So, makikita natin, meron ng dalawang value ang angle, isa na lang yung nawawala sa ating angle. So, yun muna yung unahin natin. So, solution, sa angle muna tayo kasi isa na lang yung nawawala para makompleto na. So, angle A, add the three angles. So, angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Substitute. So, 48 degrees plus 75 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Then 48 degrees plus 75 degrees is 123 degrees plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So, ilipat natin yung 123 sa kabilang side. So, angle C na lang matitira sa left side. Then, 180 degrees minus 123 degrees. Angle C is 57 degrees. So, ang value ng angle C natin is 57 degrees. So, kompleto na yung ating values ng angles. Ang may kulang na lang ay sa sides. So, alin yung ating kompleto? Ang angle at saka sides. So, yung A. Kompleto. So, yun yung ating gagamitin na isang magka-partner. Sine of angle A over A is equal to, so sa angle B muna tayo, alphabetical. So sine of angle B over side B. Next is substitute. So sine of 48 degrees over, so yung A natin or side A is 440 equals sine of angle B is 75 degrees over side B. So, simplify muna natin. Kuhanin natin yung value ng sine of 48 degrees. So, press a calculator, sine, then 48. You will get 0.7431. So, i-round off. Okay, so dapat ay 4 decimal places. Over 440 equals sine of 75 degrees. Press sine, then 75 degrees. So, 0.9659 over B. Okay, so dito, pwede natin i-divide yung nasa left side. So, i-divide natin. So, we have 0.7431 divided by 440. Your answer will be 0.0017. So, kapag nakapag-divide kayo, automatic wala na yung denominator. So, para hindi lang tayo malito, lagyan natin ng denominator na 1. Okay? So, para hindi tayo malito pag nagko-cross multiplication tayo. Equals 0.9659 over B. Then, cross multiply. Nilagyan natin ng 1 para hindi tayo malito sa pagko-cross multiply. So, ang kapartner ng 1 ay 0.9659, then 0.0017, 0.0017 times B. Okay? Then 1 times 0.9659, diba sabi ko kapag 1 yung kapartner or i-multiply natin, kopyahin na lang natin yun. Equals 0.9659. Then, ano ba yung hinahanap nating value? B. May kasama siyang number, 0.0017. Divide both sides by the number beside B. So, 0.0017 on both sides. So, cancel. So, matitira na lang ay B. So, 0.9659 divided by 0.0017, your answer will be, or the value of side B is 568.18. So, yun yung value ng B natin, 568.18. Kaya ang value ng side B natin is 568.18. Okay, so nung mga naunang mga examples natin, so alam na natin na kapag isa na lang yung side na nawawala, or given na lahat ng angle, then isa na lang yung side na nawawala, gumagamit tayo ng law of cosines. O kaya naman, given na lahat ng sides, angle na lang yung nawawala natin, isa na lang yung nawawalang angle, pwede natin gamitin ang law of cosines. So dito sa last example natin, gagamitin natin yung law of sines lang. So para malaman nyo na pwedeng simula sa simulang ating solution hanggang sa huling side or angle, pwede natin gamitin yung law of sines lang. So again, kung ano yung kompleto natin kanina, yun yung gagamitin natin. So sine of angle A over A is equal to, so ano ba ang may missing? C. So kapartner niya, angle C. So sine of angle C over C. So sine of A, so ang A natin is 48. So sine of 48 degrees. So yung kanina lang. Over 440 equals sine of C, which is 57 degrees over side C. Parehas lang ng process na iba lang yung angle na ginamit natin. Next is get the value of sine of 48 degrees. So that is 0.7431. So yun yung kinuha natin kanina. Over 440 equals sine of 57. So press sine, then 57. Your answer will be 0.8387 over side C. So again, pwedeng i-divide. Divide muna natin. Yung ginawa natin kanina, the answer is 0.0017. Nilagyan natin ng denominator na 1 para hindi tayo malito once na nag-cross multiply na tayo. So 0.8387 over C. Then cross multiply. So kung ano yung magkatapat na nakaslant, yun ang magka-partner. So 1 times 0.8387, so yun yung magka-partner. Then 0.0017 times C. 0.0017 C equals, multiply natin, 1 times 0.8387 is 0.837. 0.8387. Then, may katabing value yung ating side C. Divide both sides kung ano yung katabi niya, which is 0.0017. Ganun din sa kabila. Then, cancel kasi parehas sila. Divide natin, 0.0017 divided by 0.0017 is 1. Bring down C, side C. Then, divide natin 0.8387 divided by 0.0017. Your answer will be 493.35. So, kapag final answer natin sa side, so make sure na 2 decimal places na lang yung gagamitin natin. So, para hindi madami yung numbers na isusulat natin after the decimal point. So, again, in solving oblique triangles, so pwedeng gamitin natin dun sa una nating solutions kapag hinahanap natin yung sides and angles ay yung law of sines. Then, kapag isang side na lang yung nawawala, pwede natin gamitin yung law of cosine. Or, kung nahihirapan tayo sa law of cosine, pero mahalagang alam natin kung paano at kailan natin pwedeng gamitin ang law of cosines. Again, pag nahihirapan tayo, pwede naman natin gamitin all throughout our solution yung law of sines. So, yun yung mga examples natin in solving oblique triangles. Okay, so yun lang. Maraming salamat. Thank you for listening. Laos Deo.